Mini Meats was here.
Yeah, as soon as he joins, I'll leave and he can just come in. Whatever.
Right.
Oh, there he is. Uh,
We'll start cycling in and out probably pretty soon. Once I get a little bit of the.
yeah. Um, yeah, so I'll leave so many meets can join in. I'll probably join in later. I'll be listening, but
Sweet, but welcome for now. And hi.
okay. Well,
Is
many
that
meets
Khalid?
just gave me.
Was that Sherm? You're not talking into your microphone.
Oh, my microphone's too far away. Hi, I'm back. All right, we have the YouTube chat back online.
Epic fails ceiling.
That was my pocket.
Are you two up to date on our? I mean, I don't know if how much y'all been in chat, but are you up to date on what we're working on right now?
Yeah, Pepsi, Miranda Pepsi.
Uh,
All right, our pitch is this: the SCP is a person for whom, whenever they communicate anything, every individual word has to be followed by the word trademarked by whatever corporation is trademarked it, except when the person is communicating in advertisements for Pepsi products, in which case they can then the totality of the communication can be set as trademarked. That's where we're at right now. We have an idea for an ending where suddenly the last communication that it's recorded includes the words trademark pending for Pepsi.
oh, that is.
Didn't hear a damn thing I just said.
Oh no.
The was not.
Okay.
Let's
Let's try this again. Maybe this
I did.
maybe this will help with actually writing it.
I,
Okay. It's an anomaly where anytime someone communicates anything, or anytime this person communicates anything, or anyone else retells anything they've said or reprints anything they've said, they have to use the word trademarked by insert corporation here after every word in their sentence or paragraph, except when that sentence and or paragraph is phrased in such a way as to advertise a Pepsi product, in which case they can then just say trademarked by Pepsi at the end. Our ending is going. I don't think it's going to be much of a format screw. There will be some, because there's going to be communications from the individual reprinted. There's got to be an interview. If you're talking about a person who's got a communication-based anomaly, you got to talk to them at least once in the article. But I think the ending is going to be something along the lines of there's going to be a sentence that includes the word Pepsi, and instead of it just saying like trade, well, then again, if the totality of their sentences, I think we lose the trademark pending tag. I think that trademark pending tags doesn't work if we're talking about advertisements for Pepsi are automatically are considered trademarked in their totality instead of individually. I don't know. Maybe the word Pepsi in the last paragraph of communication just says trademark pending by some other corporation.
I wasn't even
Not a problem.
wait.
Yeah, you're a little bit loud for me, but I think you're fine. Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Me.
Hey, Epic Fail, are you there?
But I'm currently at dining hall, so it's a bit loud.
Okay, if can you participate or not? Would you like to switch out and come back later?
Yeah, sure. I'll mute. I'll leave until I leave the dining hall.
Cool beans.
Hey.
It's Dr. Clef.
Yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time. You guys are doing some really cool stuff. I just want to drop by and say I'm watching the stream, and thanks a lot. Appreciate everything you guys are doing here.
Done.
As one of the old-time users, one of the things that we were adamant about when we created this wiki was that concept of share alike. We wanted everybody in this pool, and protecting that is really important to us. So best of luck, guys. And yeah, this is turning out to be absolutely hilarious. So keep it up. I'm going to leave the spot now and let somebody else take over.
He can still hear us, though. Thank you very much.
Still here with us, Spirit. He's still with us.
Thank you very much.
All right, we want to pop mini meats in, or anybody else? I think Vide was around earlier. I think they can. Haven't they? Weren't they on the last stream? Maybe they could pop in and contribute.
In the meantime, if you're here for Get Vocal, we do have one more window left open if someone wants to grab that. The donation stream is the GoFundMe is currently at $44,569. Nice. Thank you, Anonymous, Ripley Shepard, Anonymous, and Johnny Tam for donating in the last 14 minutes. And yeah, I'm just going to soapbox and say my inner communism soul is very happy for artists sharing things and doing all of this and supporting each other and making our art and helping each other make art. And so I love this community. I am very happy to do what we're doing. Glad you guys are all here with me. This is an excellent party. You guys are great.
We're doing like a writing thing. We're just like
while we're
pitching
spitballing
ideas.
Spitball in whenever.
Can you see the? Oh, he probably needs a link to the Google Doc.
Oh yeah, let me re-share that. All right, docs. All right, grabbing the Google Doc, sharing that link.
I'll go back.
I believe that was popping in to say ha ha ha, and then
Okay. Thanks for
As one must.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Left to the Pepsi song.
real quick, Common Chameleon. Anything you set on your desk,
Yes.
drop on your desk, makes a really loud noise.
The speaker.
It's super loud.
Oh,
It's probably because you're. That might. I was gonna say. I think part of it is just that you, your computer is probably you're using your like onboard mic from your laptop, maybe, or whatever, or whatever computer you're on, and it's sitting on the desk. That's just like picking up anything you do. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch out my headphones.
I wouldn't
again.
normally say anything, but I was waiting and waiting. My head was starting to hurt more and more.
Okay.
I think you could still use to pull that sensitivity down about 25%. Say like 3 sentences.
Oh, I accidentally just pulled up my microphone.
That's not good. Could be the motto of this stream.
That's better than the Halloween stream.
Oh, that's not
good. Always one.
Welcome, mini meats.
I'm back.
We now have many meats, more meats than we had before.
Welcome back with the meat juices.
And they're sweet, sweet meat juices.
Delicious myoglobin for everyone.
But anyway, I was gonna say, like, to get back to the actual writing part, I have sort of like taken over for the last 2 or 3 paragraphs. Maybe I should let some other people get some input in here.
I say as long.
Say that last part again. I was.
Sumerian is saying that if anyone else wants to take a more active role, he doesn't want to stifle them.
He's trying to empower you with the cool, refreshing, crisp taste of Pepsi.
Yes.
Apparently, my cat heard you.
Take a look at the Google Doc and kind of just drink in that Pepsi.
The link is in the Get Vocal chat.
Yeah, just scroll up until you see site 42. It'll
Yeah,
have like docs.google, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
The cat is triggered by Pepsi, I guess.
That's how you know it's a good internet stream. There must all be cats on the internet. Sat Cut a Duck in the YouTube chat saying what we're all really thinking. More cat, please. Kaiman, you have to send me like a request or something on Google Docs to like edit. So just like do that and then you can type things.
On the upper left, it should say you have view-only status. If you click on that, it's got a button to request edit access.
And it's asking me in my school account, so I'm just going to switch to my actual account.
And now your soul belongs to PepsiCo.
Always belong to PepsiCo.
Funny of you to think I even had one.
How do you think they get that refreshing taste?
For you. I actually don't drink
But when
too
you
many
do,
sodas.
it's a crisp, refreshing Pepsi.
It's either
You need to get into the advertiser space here. Immerse yourself.
I'm going to point out that at the 2-hour mark of this SCP, I am really pretty sure that we have like a 40% chance of finishing this SCP.
40% is
Like, I could keep driving us ahead, but like I'm waiting for some other people to get involved.
Help Sumerian, everybody! Hashtag help Sumerian. That's what's really important right now.
Just yeah, god damn it! I want this to be written. I just don't want to have to be the only one who's like pushing ahead. So like, come on, guys, ideas, words.
All right. I'm gonna read what we have now, and let's get inspired. You ready? Item number SCP Pepsi until otherwise said. Object class is probably not going to be trademarked because it will be like not a recount of what they said. It will be what we said. Special containment procedure.
Object class Pepsi.
Object class Pepsi.
I feel like it could be object class Pepsi. That would be fun.
Special containment procedures. SCP Pepsi is contained within a soundproof humanoid containment cell. No communication with SCP Pepsi is permitted without approval from the SCP Pepsi project lead. Description. SCP Pepsi is a 34-year-old advertising executive named Miranda Pepsi. SCP Pepsi is incapable of communicating without acknowledging a trademark on the content of those communications. Furthermore, retellings of communications originating from SCP Pepsi are subject to a similar effect. The individual words of any communications originating from SCP Pepsi must be followed by the word trademarked by corporation circa year. This anomalous effect extends to any individual who recounts or reprints these communications. When SCP Pepsi communicates an advertisement for a Pepsi product, the anomalous effect applies to the totality of the communication rather than the individual words, is what I think we should add to that.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna just say what Dr. Clef said because I like it. Object class, delicious, refreshing, Pepsi. Always be celebrating.
I like that a lot.
Object class.
All right,
See, the
Cat,
official
you said
soft
enough.
drink of the National Football League.
Oh, there's a.
Who said they were leaving?
No, I'm trying to convince my cat to stop yelling at me. Trying to tell him to leave.
Convince your
Fair
cat
enough.
to stop yelling by bringing them on camera so everyone can love them.
Or giving them a refreshing pet.
Yes, my cat is currently enjoying the cool effervescence of a fresh Pepsi. So one thing I wanted to circle back to in the stuff that you've had already, in paragraph 2 of the description, we have this effect extends to any individual. I don't know there if we're talking, because it's, I don't know, I'm probably overthinking it. So if the, oh, I don't know. I guess I'm going to withdraw that. I think I'm overthinking it. Never mind.
Pepsi.
It's got to be
Why
something.
not?
It was the one that came up. It is the meme of the day.
Yeah, it's got to be something. Pepsi is generally at a base level pretty inoffensive. It's ubiquitous.
Universally known, yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy a delicious Crystal Pepsi.
Oh.
A pair of
How old are you? I think
Old
they
enough
stopped
to
making
enjoy
Crystal Pepsi before you were born. Oh yeah, they did a rerun of it in 2018.
Old enough to legally enjoy a Crystal Pepsi and fight for his country.
God, I love the idea of using the phrase legally enjoy a Crystal Pepsi as if there is a way to illegally enjoy a Crystal Pepsi.
Oh, Pepsi was
It's a terrible idea. We're not doing that. We're
yeah.
I'm here to empower you, but also that's a bad idea. We're not doing that. I'm not saying that you shamed your ancestors, but I'm not saying that.
They're not smiling right now.
Okay. Fuck it. We are. Let me look at the thing again.
All right, so this document is yelling at me. The description is 3 paragraphs. It explains that she can't communicate without acknowledging the trademark, and we can't communicate things she said without acknowledging the trademark. Oh my god. How much
What
of
you
this...
got?
Sorry, I
Go
had
on,
a
go on.
moment where I imagine that so much more of the article actually had to be Pepsi slogans before I realized that it's not us that are affected, it's just retellings
Yeah.
of her that are affected.
Yes.
I almost had a Department of Miscommunications article on our hands.
Yeah. Which means that, to be fair, object class. I'm trying to figure out a way. I want to make sure we find out a way to justify object class Pepsi, but if we can't, we'll just go with something a little bit more realistic. But
Trademark.
I mean, it could be the fact that. Okay. Actually, hold on. No. This is a good detail we can work on here. The reason why it says that, even if it's not object class Pepsi or if it's object class Euclid trademark Pepsi, is because communication protocols were not followed at some point, and she was able to read her own file.
Oh.
But how do we justify that? Because that's a serious fuck up on the Foundation's part. And not only do they need to screw up and let her read her own file, she then has to communicate parts of that to other people in order for the effect to go off. I mean, it's a good detail, and it allows us to expand and build a story here. I'm just trying to make sure that it actually can work.
So you might be able to put that in with the interview. If you are going to do an interview, the report was left on the desk while
Hey,
this
don't
might
worry.
be,
I'm going to judge
keep
you
in
no
mind,
matter
I
what you
have
say.
no,
Go ahead.
Yeah. So during the incident report, there is a breach or something that requires the doctor to leave the containment area, and the folder with the files
No, this
left
is even better.
on
Stephen Grimes had a great point there. It doesn't have to be the whole file. Someone just needs to overhear the word, maybe she overhears 2 doctors communicating that it's a Euclid class anomaly. And then she goes, what trademark is trademark, a trademark, Euclid trademark, class trademark, anomaly trademark.
And after she says that, the file folder in the researcher's hand materializes a trademark.
In terms of intern?
No, because
a
once you
chem
keep
class or something?
once you keep them in a box, you're good. I think it's still Euclid, but okay. This has to be early on in order for the Foundation not to seem like complete morons, though. So it has to be early on when their understanding of the anomaly is still not fully developed.
I like it better. I like stories where like the Foundation is figuring it out on the fly, and not when they're like 100% ironclad on it.
Yeah. So this story would be necessarily like this is recently contained anomaly. That'll be even better.
Just into the bag, bam.
Oh man. Okay. Could be very blunt foreshadowing, but what if it's Euclid trademark pending?
Oh, I like that.
Well, not yeah, but
Patent
trademark
pending.
Yeah.
Trademarks and patents are done by the same office, but they're different things. Here's how about this first scene? They're doing an introductory, like some kind of an induction interview with our Pepsi, and the researcher is trying to build a rapport, and they just innocuously ask ops if they can give the SCP a glass of water or something, and the request is denied, and they just say, well, why not? She's just Euclid.
Yeah.
And then she just goes, what's a Euclid?
I completely on board with you on that. I just want to point out that Common Chameleon just completely went ass over tea kettle out of their chair.
He sure did.
No one really noticed. In case no one noticed, I want to make sure that we make that point.
Draw attention.
So I completely missed it, but thank God that YouTube has a 30-second delay from getting vocal, so I could turn to my other screen and see it happen in real time.
It's going to be part of the upload, so that is forever on the internet.
Yeah, it's not like you'll be immortalized in the digital world forever. I wouldn't worry too much. People are still busy making memes about a certain unnamed individual that's not you. You'll probably see a bunch more.
You saw a Twitter post. I saw
on
a
the
Twitter
Twitters.
post.
It seems like we raised $44,644 to oppose this unnamed person. Oh, sorry, 664. It was a palindrome for a hot minute. Now it's not.
Okay. So we are. Hold on. We have to focus this in. We're not going to get this done if we don't focus.
We got to get this done.
All right. So, mini meats. What was the last thing you said? Because you had a good idea, but now I've lost it over the ass over tea kettle thing.
The introductory interview where a doctor's trying to build rapport, and they're wanting to give like a glass of water, and ops denies them, and they say, "Why? She's just a Euclid."
Yeah. What is a Euclid?
What's a Euclid?
Let's skip
Trademark.
ahead. We're not done with the description, but let's skip ahead to this interview to start with, and then maybe we can go back to it and work on that last part.
I'm just writing this down in the doc so that we don't lose it. All right, so I wrote glass of water. No, we won't risk that. Why she's just a Euclid. What's a Euclid? It's in the interview section, so we have that as a baseline.
All right, so we won't all brain fart and forget it in 20 minutes. Okay.
Exactly. Ten8 points out that there is one way to illegally enjoy a Crystal Pepsi. It's called shoplifting.
Yeah, but the act of drinking it isn't the problem. It's the stealing it. Like, so you once you have the Pepsi, it's
possession.
The act of They're not.
I'd imagine not.
Oh, fuck.
People.
But someone in the YouTube chat save that and meme it into eternity for later.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
that
I
must.
Look, you
screen,
have
right?
you have two choices. You can either gain your fame for completing this article with us, or gain your fame for flipping over in your chair. The choice is yours.
Does anyone hold on real quick? Does anybody in chat want to hop in and start working on this? I can hop out if necessary.
Yes, let's be sure to make sure anybody in the chat wants to hop in and share in the Pepsi branded wonderfulness. The only reason I'm not hopping out is because I seem to make sure this broadcast doesn't die.
The cool,
Yeah.
refreshing taste can be yours too.
Oh no. But in the meantime, where do we go with this?
Do the interview log. That's where
Who
we
is
start
our-
with the interview, the intake log.
All right, so interview. I feel like our interview log needs to be structured in a way where this glass of water probably needs to be the first one. It needs to be, oh God, we done fucked up.
That's our introduction for sure.
And so that is interview 1. Interview 2 is probably where we discover some actual backstory.
Yeah, we don't have to go too heavy on it, but yeah.
If we're doing interview logs at all, then the story structure, interview 1 justifies the anomaly and the foundation done messed up. Interview 2 is some actual meat. And like what we're doing here, can we finish the story in 2 logs? Do we need a third log where they come
I'm
back?
very much a fan of Rule 3, but it depends on whether or not we can. Depends on how it goes. I think it's bad to overthink it at this point. Write the first log. See.
We also need to we need to decide if when this NPC is brought in, if they're in control, or if they have awareness about their own abilities, or if
Said it earlier that they do. This is something that they've been actually subjected to for a little while now. The reason why their last name is Pepsi, for example, they actually changed it to Pepsi so they could say their own goddamn name without having to say trademarked after it every time. You're talking about specifically just the word, if you're using the word trademark, yeah, you would say trademark. Then you wouldn't have to worry about the anomalous effect of the second word, obviously.
Word.
Yes.
Pepsi or advertising for a Pepsi product.
Yep. That was our original idea. Any Pepsi product. Pepsi product. So yeah, I believe Mountain Dew is a Pepsi product.
Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, PepsiCo, yep, all that stuff.
But yeah, it's a big company. They own a lot of different types of products.
They do.
It's pretty big. The entities are these. They're the only ones that they can enjoy without mentioning and saying trademark. That this person does not want to be fucking.
Sure. Although that feels like I completely with you on that, but I feel like that's an overcomplication when we start throwing in they only eat Pepsi products, or
Yeah, it's apt as a throwaway line on their half to kind of typify what their life has been like, but it's not something that I would include in the larger anomaly.
I think we got to work on the all this aside. The interview log is what we got to be working on right now, and the interview log should be. Let's get the first one out of the way, right?
Yeah.
Sherm, we're just going to start with like it's an introductory intake log, okay? It's an intake log.
Intake log. Let's hit it.
Yeah.
Interview
So like
one.
they just got this anomaly under. I wonder if Cayman accidentally flipped their chair again.
We have to assume so.
Anyway, yeah, so this is an intake log. They have just acquired this anomaly and they are sitting her down to have a conversation about it. They have a vague idea what the anomaly is already. Maybe we can include an introductory paragraph that
Very funny, Sim.
okay. Maybe we can
Wow,
include an intro.
God. Kaiman had the voice of God there for a moment.
Yeah, they got real close to their microphone. But yeah, so it's an introductory log. Know what it was. Maybe an introductory paragraph for how this person was originally captured. Doesn't have to be super long, obviously. And it doesn't have to be like there's no as long as it's thematically consistent, I think we'll be all right. So just
What other?
They probably don't speak any other languages because Americans are terrible. Speaking as an American, we don't know any. That would be
a realistic. It would be unrealistic to me to the idea that some 34-year-old advertising executive knows Russian. They probably have a person on staff who knows Russian, but not themselves.
Well, considering they're a New Yorker or something by our backstory that we were discussing, New Yorkers have a tough enough time acknowledging that the world exists outside of New York, let alone other languages. So
they barely can understand people from other boroughs, much less from other countries.
Yeah, Staten Island is an exotic land.
If by exotic you never mind.
So I think we probably have to face a choice. I can't think of anything interesting that we would care about for.
I think we may be overcomplicating this. I think you just get away with just an intake log. Maybe an intake log. And
yeah,
then
I don't.
That's it.
Yeah, let's skip how we got them. Let's skip like why they're here. I can't think of anything that would come from that.
Unless it were the only thing that we got, because that might be enough for the Foundation to figure it out if they're not dumbasses. Maybe our Foundation isn't dumbasses tonight.
Our Foundation?
It's a fun foundation. It's a foundation.
The Fundraiser Foundation? The Fundration? Anyway, yeah. Let's just work on just the intake log.
Also, $44,834. Thank you, Anonymous.
Woohoo!
Adian Mixwick, Jerry Milrod, Anonymous, and Michael Rodriguez. In the last 5 minutes, another $200. Hey!
Hold on, Kaiman, what the hell are you doing? Fair enough.
You know, just to make sure. That's all right, man. Take a fall. Stephen Grimes is the one who gave us like this made up. Yeah.
You want to pop out? I think Stephen Grimes was saying they wanted to pop in.
Yeah, Kaiman, just hang out in the chat and like be supporting when we get like art needs, like make us a Pepsi logo that's like all weird because trademark shit. I don't know.
Get in here, Grimy.
Grimy. Mother Biden asked me about some mentioned potato cheddar soup, and now I'm real excited. Steven Grimes is here. What's up? This is all your fault. Thank you.
Yes, this is all your fault. So help us
Welcome.
finish it out.
So help us finish it.
Up with the Google Doc.
Asked to come ideas,
But fleeting memes.
The intake log right now. So if we can, all right. So it's pretty simple. We have Doctor. What's a product name that sounds like a legitimate last name, just to keep our thematic consistency on? Actually, no, that'd be too on the nose. I think we just go with the regular name.
Why can't it be just Dr.
Well, there's
Pepper?
the obvious one.
Why can't it
Dr.
just be
Pepper, yeah.
What?
Doctor who? Sorry, who?
Dr. Pepper?
Oh God. Oh my! It would. Oh man, that would work so well. But then if we do go with Dr. Pepper, this goes from main lister to -J. I feel like that's a right.
Dr.
Sorry for laughing so loudly at Dr. Pepper. It's just I'm on a new anti-anxiety
Those are
patient
the
and
kind
it's
of drugs
laugh
that make the
happy.
stories better, I believe.
I'm not wrong. If we go with Dr. Pepper, it becomes a -J. I feel like we tip over the line.
That is somewhere soaring above the shark, yeah.
No, I'm gonna
Nothing wrong with it.
Just say.
Think of another product name that's
Pepper.
also last name.
Just give it a regular first name and split it up.
Actually, yeah, I think that'll help. Yeah, no. Yeah, giving him a first name and separating it will make it very yeah.
Dr. Amelia Pepper.
Dr. Amelia Pepper. Dr. Hewlett Packard. Okay, so we get that.
We can do this, you guys.
So Dr. Amelia Pepper. God damn. That's great. All right. Interviewed. Intake log. We got the date. We got the time. Yeah, we're good to go. All right. No.
We could also do like Dr.
Who's our other
McDonald
doctor?
or something.
Dr. Amelia
to
Pepper
have it
has gotta
not be
in
too on the
communication
nose.
with at least one other person to give us our Euclid problem.
I would just shadowy refer to them as ops or operations or something like that.
Yeah. Oh God, what do we call them when they're on the outside of the glass?
Voyeurs.
I'm thinking of.
I know that's not what it was. That was a joke that no one got.
No, I am now with you late. Thank you. Ow.
Oh God.
I'm looking at, very sadly, the Vorhole, because I know it has those kind of characters.
Dr. Jeffrey Bezos.
Oh no.
Dr. Yankee Candle. I feel like that's not a real last name. Or Dr. United States Postal Service. Definitely not. Dr. Popeye. All right.
Is there a synonym for sandwich that starts with the letter? No. Dr. Spicy Chicken Po' Boy. an SCP front.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I mean, if you're gonna go with sandwich, then it needs to be like Dr.
Dr. Rubin.
Yes, Reuben would work. I was actually gonna go with like a BLT, but like the guy's name would be like
Oh.
Billy, Bill, yeah, Bill Lee Thompson or something like that.
Bill Lee Thompson, yeah.
Okay. So we get that out of the way. If we need an extra guy, Dr. Rubin. We'll go with Dr. Rubin. That'll be fine. Yeah, I saw that one.
Right in the vote.
All right.
We have enough verbal diarrhea of our own. We don't need to add laxatives to this.
All right, Sherm. Give Ratting it a try. Just do your best.
Here we go. Interviewing with Dr. Amelia Pepper and SCP Pepsi.
Right.
So,
You just text vomit and then we'll edit. I'll go get some water real quick and be right back.
What's our first question?
Just someone like look after me as I'm gonna type doctor, I'm gonna type Pepsi. Y'all just like fix shit in my way because I'm typing on an iPad. It's gonna be awful. Here we go. Dr. Pepsi. No, Cimmerian said the same thing. What the fuck is the first question? What is the first question?
Okay. First of all, we're going to include an italicized little summary that says something along the lines of just include basic details. You don't have to include how they were captured, but that they have been captured and that this is their intake interview and that the log excerpt that we're reading begins approximately blah blah blah, or not even that, but it begins after the introductions have already been done, so we don't have to do this stupid "Hi, I'm Dr. Amelia Pepper," blah 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 blah, all that stuff. You can skip that and say that's already been done. We're now getting into the meat of the interview. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want something like, "How are you doing today?"
Right.
And like, "How are you doing today?" is simply enough.
Oh yeah. Normally I skip on introductions and stuff, but with this particular anomaly, how are you doing today? I trademark am trademark doing trademark well trademark. No. You know what? I think we don't have to do that. That is going to become repetitive and annoying. So every response is an advertisement for a Pepsi product.
And I'm sure we can find something that is good for a response to "How are you doing today?"
I am doing great, but I would be doing better if I had a delicious Pepsi. Something along those lines.
Another thing we could go is like, we have the first couple responses be I trademark, am trademark, doing trademark, well trademark. In the middle of the interview, they get the
idea. This already. The person knows. The foundation doesn't know, so they would lead off that way. I would think.
Oh.
I've got.
Like, I'm doing great, but I had a delay. Why do you always talk about Pepsi and the SP has trademark, otherwise trademark, I trademark, and then have to talk
Pepsi
like this
through the years, and we're gonna be able to find. How are you doing today?
Nice.
First of all, the "more happy" tag from whoever suggested that earlier, "more happy" is perfect for that one. How are you today? More happy. Oh no. Where are you from? Born in the Carolinas.
I think
really gonna
the
have it
slogans,
only
and plus the
talking
slogans would make it very
Pepsi.
difficult for the reader to immediately connect with what the hell is going on because they're too vague. You know what I mean? I think it's
Yeah.
got to be actual like pitches every time. This is an advertising executive. They are going to pitch you on Pepsi every goddamn time they want to say things.
Indeed, I believe it.
Can't weave in a slogan here or there, but I cannot. It cannot be the focus. I think.
Oh, see, I just got really excited about a witty executive making everything a pitch, and like, it's their freaking life. They were so good at their job, and so now they're stuck doing that somehow.
Yes, yes. A fate worse than death. Doing a job that you're really good at, but that you do not enjoy.
Kaiman Chameleon super chatted that they broke their phone with that fall.
If you don't
Does it
mind
still
me,
work?
I'll just write a few lines of the Pepsi half of this dialogue, and I'll just go over the top with the advertisement stuff, and then I'll just blurt all this out so we have something more to edit.
Yeah, shoot.
And then, okay.
To land.
For many meats, yeah, word vomit away. That's how the best writing is done. Everyone else watching us, pay attention because that's how the best writing is done. Just word vomit. And Grimes, yes, lampshading is the best form of writing. So yes, lampshade yourself all day.
Yeah, I think the phrase "What are we going to do about this problem? I don't care. Throw a lampshade on it" is probably writing 101.
In the meantime, while Many Meats is just typing out the word vomit of Pepsi, I'm gonna claim a soapbox for a moment on lampshading. Are you guys familiar with the term bumping the lamp? Do you guys know what bumping the lamp is?
Context is probably like acknowledging the lampshade itself.
So, when they made Roger Rabbit, Who Framed Roger Rabbit movie, the great frickin' movie, they animated the scene where Eddie Valiant and Roger and the girl's name I don't remember are in the back room of the bar, and Eddie and Roger are handcuffed to each other. But the problem is, they're in this room and they're animating things, and there's an overhead lamp lighting them. And at one point, they slam Roger into the lamp, and it makes the lamp run around. And so
Wait, I vaguely remember this. Yeah, keep going.
So the animators had to change the lighting in every animation. Every scene had to change the animation with the frame. Every frame had to change the animation based on the lighting of that rotating light.
Yeah, I remember somebody was talking about that as like an example of how that movie was so well done and like
bumping the lamp is. We're talking about Roger Rabbit. Bumping the lamp is when you didn't have to be that good.
We're talking about Roger Rabbit.
To show off anyways, because you didn't have to bump that lamp, but you did, and it was perfect.
Nobody would have noticed. They would have been like, "Oh, you didn't get those shadows." Someone would have noticed, but no one would have been like, "Oh, the movie is worse because you didn't get those shadows right in that one scene."
And yet they did it, and that's why we're all here, SCP people. We are $96 from 45,000. Someone needs to meme donate $0.96 right now, because we are 096 away from $45,000. If no one's gonna meme donate a 096, I'm gonna be real mad about it. Ah. Many Meats, how is your word vomit on the interview going?
I vomited a lot of words and then deleted them.
Well, see, that is less useful.
We needed
Yeah, that's
that.
the opposite of what is good.
We needed the vomit to spurt forth uncomfortably all over all of us.
I will project it out.
Weidheimer spoke it best. You're not supposed to mop up the word vomit.
I've been playing Viscera Cleanup Detail lately, so.
Lighting than I'm actually.
I was just thinking we're going to have a problem when you go through on this and find and replace.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that. Yeah,
Sensitive,
just use
can't you?
case sensitive,
Oh,
and I think every
alright.
time officially it can't in all caps. So
Okay. Crisis averted.
Is high. Um.
Catching you guys up on the word vomit on the document. We have, Doctor, how are you doing today? I'd be doing better if I had a cool, refreshing Pepsi. What? A cool, refreshing Pepsi. You know, America's drink. We have several written statements about you from your colleagues, but they all include the word trademark and various company listings. Can you explain why? I trademark blah 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 blah. Really trademark blah 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 blah. Rather trademark blah 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 blah. Not trademark blah 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 blah. Yeah, nope, that's exactly how that go. I approve of this word vomit.
Several
We don't need no stinking fourth wall.
No, I already did that SCP, and it got a very quasi affection. We don't need that. That's 3302. We're not going to talk about 3302.
Well, I mean, the doctor would know they are being recorded, as the interviews are recorded on video, so they could do that. Just not looking at the reader, looking at the camera.
That I like pause for several seconds before looking at the observation window. Like, guys, what? What do you want from me? What am I supposed to do here?
Means that like our little italicized introduction needs to include that there's an observation of X number of doctors and blah 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 in there and stuff like that. I wonder if we don't even have to make this that super long. We could just like
and be quite short.
To it. Cut straight to it.
Yeah, like right now where we are, we can just.
Wait, what's the hold on? What's the Pepsi branded water? Is it Dasani?
I think it's Dasani. Pepsi branded water? Is that Coke?
Look it
I
up.
think that's Coke. Google.
I know it's not Dasani.
Pepsi's got to have a bottled water brand. What is the
Aquafina? They're Aquafina.
Aquafina.
Okay.
They're Aquafina.
Wasn't she?
Oh, you. No. Hey. Hi.
Never mind.
Yeah, I see you. I see you there. You are seen. Damn it. And Oceans, whatever the latest number of Oceans is. Catching up the chat on the document as we go. The subject, SCP Pepsi, says, I trademark blah, 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 really trademark blah, 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 rather trademark blah, 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 not trademark blah, blah, blah. Dr. Amelia Pepper pauses for several seconds before looking at the observation window. Pepsi, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to taste the pure spring water of Aquafina. And that's where we are right now.
Right after she says it's not food, it's obviously an end product, where we could work at, like, a Euclid, and then...
No, actually, I was gonna type something like that, but couldn't figure out where to go with it. But from the vending machine works really well, so that's where we'll do.
That's the perfect place to put that.
Okay.
Updating the chat on the Google document. SCP Pepsi. If you don't mind, I'd very much like to enjoy the never plastic taste of pure spring water from the good folks at Aquafina. A glass of water is delivered to the interview room and provided to SCP Pepsi. Dr. Amelia Pepper. Will that work? SCP Pepsi. It's not an Aquafina, so it's obviously an inferior water, but I suppose it'll do. Dr. Amelia Pepper. She's just a Euclid, guys. Get her a bottle of Aquafina from the vending machine. SCP Pepsi. What trademark by blah 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 is trademark by blah blah blah? A trademark by blah blah blah. Euclid. Trademark pending. Trademark pending. Got him.
I feel like that's your ending, right? Like, yeah, you're done.
Yeah, just get out right there.
There's an end note. Yeah, you jump out with an end note that says something along the lines of, we need to be much more careful the next time we talk to this person. And that's it.
Yep.
Anybody want to type that parts out?
Yeah, that is exactly the final note. Boom.
Some cleanup, by the way. This is not perfect, but this is the
is
the way it's going to look. Yeah. Oh no, Rura's right. We have to add Kondraki to this somehow. An Aquafina water bottle.
No! Yes! I'm so... What? Fuck. Why?
Actually, yeah. This is simple. We'll just make it instead of guys. Where's that line? She's just a Euclid Kondraki. Get her a bottle of Aquafina from the vending machine.
No. Have it get her a bottle of Aquafina from the vending machine. She's just a Euclid. Have the next line just be Dr. Kondraki denied. Obviously.
That works.
Obviously a little salty.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm so happy we are part of the bottleneck canon now.
I like that. That works out.
I feel like it's better if to Euclid immediately be followed by what's a Euclid, but I
Yeah.
can't figure out anywhere else.
Actually, you know what?
Draki
Instead of
reference.
having
Honestly, wait. Just have
the end
I'm gonna say
note.
denied.
No. Just have the end note be by Kondraki. He's like in this intake interview, he's the senior guy in charge of it. So he's the guy that delivers the end note.
I typed up something in the interview. I don't know if that'll work when I have Dr. Kondraki write the end note.
I feel like having him giving him an actual line of dialogue probably dilutes a very, very simple exchange that we have going on already. I like the idea of listing off a bunch of people in the like more than just Kondraki in the observation room in the introduction to this. Like, there's an observation. This interview was observed by Dr. Kondraki. You know, probably put him in the middle somewhere instead of at the first, so it seems less obvious. This was by Dr. Thompson, Dr. Rubens, Dr. Kondraki, Dr. Jeffries. And then at the end, Dr. Kondraki goes, gives a little bit more of a detail, and we need to be much more careful about how we handle language around this anomaly. I think
so. Should we remove the references to Kondraki from the actual interview
log?
log?
Already technically, if you include the introduction and list off the people that are in the observation room, they're already being referenced when she says guys. Out in that case.
Introduction here, including the observation room staff. Oh dang! Thanks to Dalton Williams, O. Jones, Anonymous, Dave McCaffrey. In the last 13 minutes, we are now at $45,051.
Hey!
$45,051. Allah.
Woohoo!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 11:15 p.m. in the great state of Wisconsin, and I have work tomorrow morning. So I'm going to take this opportunity to dip, I think.
Go to bed, you irresponsible person, you.
I am an old man. But I leave the good works we do in capable hands.
In the capable hands that just made the SCP Legal Defense SCP part of the Bottle Dick canon.
Yeah.
That's what we did tonight. I'm so proud.
Well, you know, sometimes fate strikes.
Alright, I'm deleting this little placeholder because we got this on hand. We only needed one interview. That's actually really good of us.
At least it is morning where I am. What is crack-a-lackin'? Hello. I exist. Hold on, let me turn on the game volume a little bit.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, Rura, welcome back. Good to see you.
Yes, it is great to see you too. Oh my god, the legal defense SCP is It's in bottle dick now. I am so happy. Like,
Okay,
the
so we
mi-
just
the
need to get that introduction listed off properly, and I think we're almost done with the primary writing. We just need to refine it down.
Mm.
Just the cleanup. Just the cleanup.
But yeah, I don't have editing access to the document, so I'm gonna be a backseat writing.
Oh,
On
Rura,
this,
I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you preferences right now. Welcome to the Get Vocal. You get preferences.
Hmm?
I've been sort of backing too.
At least you've contributed.
Speaking of,
I don't
sorry if I haven't
see the bottle
contributed
dick part.
a lot. Yeah. It's just right after I spent more time focusing on the lighting in my room than the actual thing we're writing.
We
Which
are
isn't
an
good
online
optics.
creative writing community. None of us are ready to be on camera, and I understand that.
I'm ready to be on camera. I just found this easier. I have a green screen of my own. Like, I'm ready, fully ready. I've got the little circular lights
And your coffee stream is just entrancing, by the way.
Yeah, it's just so good. I don't want to give up on that.
I'm still not able to edit.
I'm sorry. In
I'm
the last
still-
8 minutes, we just had another $100, and I had to get excited for Andre
Nice.
Sanchez
Ooh.
and Frank Tomatillo and Anonymous and Nathan Smith and Craig Homer, because we are at 45151. Hot dang, guys!
Rura, if you've requested edit permissions and you've been granted them, all you have to do is refresh it, and it should give it to you.
Okay.
If you don't refresh, it won't actually show up.
Did I switch my thing on the page to be
Something
my
switched
icon
out.
instead, or did that just happen automatically? Sometimes there and sometimes it's not.
Seem to find where to run. Let me try it from the doc's home screen.
See up in the upper left-hand corner of the page where it says something along the lines of view only, but it's like a little drop down. Rura. And the rest was silence.
They will be back.
Hello?
Yes, they will be back.
You don't know. Sherm, you want to do the introduction thing?
This interview is
Let me try to open it from another.
Oh, but when you make the request for the edit permissions, it's in the upper left-hand corner. There's a little thing that says view only. It's blue. Click that.
Okay. Hold on.
And
it's so slow.
once you hit the button that says request edit, I will get an email and I can invite you to the thing. But I need a request from you.
Alright. Requesting edit.
I am refreshing.
It's requesting. And
Oh, I've
it's
got your request. Yeah. I'm going to share the edit with you. You can now edit the things. I have made
Now
this.
just refresh the page and you're good to go.
Okay.
Welcome to the SCP Legal Defense 2019 Sandbox. Rura.
Oh, nice. I exist. From since like and it's from an adjacent room as opposed to an observation deck. Observation. Yeah, I guess that's similar.
Okay, question. I'm going in for cleanup on
Yes?
trademark by blah blah blah. Who is trademarked when this person says words? Trademark PepsiCo.
You're talking about the individual words?
Trademark
Yeah.
by the Pep. Hold on, let me.
Maybe we simplify it.
Yeah,
Maybe we
like
simplify
who's
it down and it's
filing
all
the
trademark by
who filed
Pepsi.
the trademark?
Trademark by
quote-unquote?
PepsiCo circa whenever they were
Yeah.
incorporated.
So,
Yeah.
Or whatever year it currently is, because they trademarked the words now.
Yeah, but that way we simplify
No,
it down.
if
We
it's
keep the elements keep as few elements as possible.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
A big trademark at the end of the article for the totality of it.
You are correct.
Keeping in line with our concept, each of the individual lines where they advertise a Pepsi product still needs to have trademark at the end, but it should be for the product mentioned, so that whenever that was trademarked originally.
Ah. So Aquafina needs its own trademark.
Trademark Pepsi Corporation, whatever date it was.
Aquafina. So the parent company Pepsi is PepsiCo, right? So it like it would still like be the same thing. It doesn't have to have the name. You just have to draft it.
Trademark is on a specific product name. So Aquafina is newer than Pepsi, so Aquafina would have a date different than Pepsi's. Right. So if you say, I'd like a cold, refreshing Pepsi, you would use Pepsi's date because that's when their trademark was originally filed. But then if you go with Aquafina, it'd be a different trademark.
Aquafina is 1994. 1994 for Aquafina.
It was trademark in 1902, Pepsi. So we changed the Pepsi's year to 1902 and changed Aquafina to 1994.
Hey, while we're at it, what's the proper terminology for this? Would it be trade by PepsiCo or just trademark PepsiCo?
We really want to do here.
So let's see what if someone will Google that and find the right research, we can confirm that for the best case scenario.
Hold on, I have Google open.
I just pasted a thing in the middle of the file. That should be the accurate version.
2000.
Yeah, I feel like you can shorten it
version,
down.
So
Okay, so but the long form version of it is kind of frustrating in a way that would make the anomaly kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why they
Because
would
this is such
do
a
the,
short interview, right?
Yeah. If you have the Aquafina is a trademark of PepsiCo Incorporated filed in December 28, 2018.
Okay.
2008, or whatever it is. But if they had that at the end of every sentence, and then the one time when they don't say it has that after every single word, it's so frustrating. And that's why we're doing it this way.
What I trademark of PepsiCo filed in 2019, really trademark of PepsiCo filed in 2019, etc.
We should find the most like copyright correct version just to like clean it up, but that's outside of my research, but I'll look it up. Unless anyone else can Google food faster than me. It seems like this Aquafina is a trademark of PepsiCo Inc., filed in December 28, 2000. It's the most annoying way of doing it, and I kind of like the most annoying way of doing it.
So the version I've got right here is, okay, I'd is
Poor
a trademark
Miranda.
of PepsiCo Incorporated, filed in 2019. Really is a trademark of PepsiCo Incorporated, filed in 2019. Rather is a trademark of PepsiCo Incorporated, filed in 2019. Not is a trademark of PepsiCo Incorporated, filed in 2019.
Yes.
I think that's
We could even include the date of the interview as
I mean,
like,
I guess.
so filed in, what is this, November? Yeah, filed in November of.
Is it still November 17th where you are? It's already 18 where I am.
Filed in November.
It's the 18th where I am. I mean, ideally, we would make it whatever date we upload the article.
America, okay. It's still the 17th, and that's what I wrote. I'm California time.
It's the
it's after midnight.
It's the 18th for me, and I'm in America, Eastern time zone.
I don't think it matters. It can still be. It just needs to be close to the current date. Remember, the idea is just that it's fresh, not that it's now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
The very first trademark line, I haven't fiddled with any of the rest, should be correct.
All right.
So it's just a matter of copy and paste for the rest, and then putting the words in.
I mean, we can fiddle with the rest.
If that's okay.
I'd is a trademark of PepsiCo Incorporated, filed in November 17, parentheses 2019, parentheses closed, bracket closed, because then the bracket was open for the whole thing. I feel like that is the most onerous way of putting that, and sounds pretty good for me.
And the
now,
most onerous
this
way
is
the way to do it.
Yeah. To be fair, once we get this interview log completed, we also need to go back up to the description and finish it, because now we have new details that need to be included. Like, for example, are these actually filed at the trademark office? Because it says filed in blah, 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 blah. So now that has to be specified one way or the other. Maybe they're not, maybe they are, but we'll think about that later once we get this interview log completed.
I think a simple line of, despite assertions from the subject, trademarks claimed to be filed are not legally filed in any jurisdiction.
Any known jurisdiction.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
Also, you know what? I think some of these words should be filed on earlier dates. I don't think it should be the date of the thing. I think they should be random earlier dates.
I think I'm gonna go back and be like an English
Yeah.
nerd and define when was the word "I'm" invented.
It would be whenever she first used that word. Yep.
No, because it
Alright,
would be
so,
when trademark
but
was registered, which would be when she
alright,
Well, that's
first,
easy.
just,
Just
I'm just
whenever she
off
first
topic,
said it
off
after the
topic,
what's a
since it's
Madoo
weird.
hickey took effect. But then we would need to
I
figure the what's a Madoo hickey.
when was the word "I'm" invented? And the response I got was the Wikipedia article for the word "shit."
okay. So anyway, but
Incredible.
yeah, I think we're just gonna settle on. You know what? December 6th, 2016 is when this anomaly triggered on this person. So anytime after that, sometimes between December 6th, 2016 and today, anytime she uses a word, which most of the words would be in the first few months, I would imagine. Most of the words would be trademarked in that first few months. There would be some scattered out a little bit further down the line. So just pick random dates and work from there.
Okay.
Very early.
I'd,
Probably
I
close to the very
think,
first
would
day.
be
In fact,
rather
probably
early.
like in December 7th, something like that.
Okay, but
I hope I'm not talking too loud and risking waking any of my
this
family up.
person's anomaly just manifested because they work at Pepsi. Then
When
we could like adjust the date to not be like so early as this manifesting literally at birth or something like that. But more of does this person has an anomaly that's related to sales and advertising that she just happened to work at Pepsi and it happened to manifest in this way. So
Oh, you
maybe
missed
it's
the
going to like
earliest part of
years.
our conversation about the origins of this.
Oh, can you give me a real quick recap then?
Yeah, she is an advertising executive who was working on a campaign for Pepsi. She failed to trademark a product name in time, got scoped out by, this is not going to be in the article at all, but she got scoped out by a trademark troll. And that trademark troll managed to snipe the trademark she needed to file in exchange. And so she decided to go through anomalous means to try and prevent herself from losing her job because she just lost a huge amount of money one way or the other, or a client, and somehow it went way wrong, and she got really screwed up by it. Yeah,
Oh,
that's our origin for this.
I see.
And
Okay.
she's been living with it for like a couple of years now before finally the foundation gets wind of it and like, wait, maybe this is anomalous and not just super weird.
I'm reminded of my like middle school friends that had this really good announcer voice. Like,
What is a trademark of PepsiCo Incorporated filed in December 6, 2016? Is a trademark of PepsiCo Incorporated filed in December 6, 2016. A is a trademark of PepsiCo Incorporated filed in December 6th. They don't all need to be December 6th. I'd like at least some of them to be like, okay, we have some up here. Like, here's a different 7 and a different. Right. Those are the words that are a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
up there, I've got
totally
some
get where you're
more,
coming from.
but what
I think
is
one of the
and
common
A
words
are
should
all
still be
pretty
on
common.
the 7th. Let's just move, say, what? We'll move what. That's fine. Maybe for some reason she didn't. I just want to give it a little bit of variance.
All right.
Yeah. But I'm saying like,
I was
like,
just
it may have
thinking she would have
happened late
said
on December 6th, and then she went to bed. I don't think she knew really what was going on until she woke up the next day, like fully. Also, Rura, let's not do the note at the end.
or
The little note that explains everything just because we think our audience is stupid.
This
okay.
This SCP article is no. Okay, hold on.
This is incredible. Oh, nowhere is November 16th.
No. It's supposed to be 16th. It's the day before she got her interview.
Oh.
So she was originally captured on the 16th, and I mean, like this isn't a detail we're including, but yeah, she was originally captured on the 16th, and the interview happens on the 17th. Yeah.
Oh, since like the end sentence is SB Pepsi is a trademark of PepsiCo Incorporated filed the state, can we like make the entire article a shill for Pepsi? Like,
well, we're already kind of doing that.
Yeah, but like I mean like putting it in the description.
Well, no, there's going to be an image. There's going to be an image of a Pepsi can.
No.
Yeah, that's going to be our image for this article, and it's going to be underneath it. There's going to be like a full-on advertisement for Pepsi.
Incredible. Okay.
Hey. So I know we were talking about only having the one interview, but should we have interview or have them continue on slightly longer to show it's spreading to someone else? Like all the words that Pepper heard her say were trademarked. So she's now saying are trademarked.
So we have
or does this only affect her
or two things concerning this this SCP article that we're writing. We are creating something that is incredibly onerous to read. So if we're going to do that, we need to be very careful about how much of it we actually use, which is why one interview works. But if we tried to go any further, I feel like you would lose your readers very quickly.
No, not like a second interview, but just like...
No, see, this is...
So
you know how you control the context of your
and...
SCP articles always, right? So in this particular context, this is now, right? There hasn't been time to draw extra conclusions or to write extra stuff in the file. This is what has just happened. We documented it. We wrote it down. We're going to work on more later. So since you control that context, I think the best story we can possibly tell ends here. Quickly.
I'm not we don't necessarily have to do a whole separate interview, but if we want to demonstrate if we're still going with the part where it's people, I'm thinking like a quick line of dialogue from Dr. Amelia Pepper where she says where included in her line is one of the words that SCP Pepsi has claimed
an
is
extra
trademarked.
line in the extant interview where she says
the trademarkedness.
You don't need to concern yourself with what Euclid trademark pending means. Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to concern yourself with what is a trademark of PepsiCo Inc. filed and whatever.
Yeah, okay. When she you want to have her repeat what the
trademark pending is.
I get what you're saying
the trademark.
Okay.
Da 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 da.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Both of you do it. Both of you just post it and see what happens.
Oh, you're already on it.
We'll sort it out in the end game. Oh my god.
Oh shit. No, I don't think we want to have 2 looks at the observation rooms in one interview. Dr. Amelia Pepper pauses.
Actually, I don't think. I'm a big fan of either 2 or 3, but I was like it.
I like it with
I'm
the
a big fan
comedic
of
beat.
2 or 3, and in this case, I think 2 is. Dr. Amelia Pepper pauses the interview. That's simple, right there. Now, you know what? Because we already have Dr. Kondraki right here. The interview was immediately. You know what? Fuck that. Here's our comedic beat. I don't think you need it. I think it draws attention to it. I think literally at this point, like
I like the oh shit though.
The interview was immediately terminated by senior staff member
funny.
Dr. Kondraki implies oh shit.
I think you should cut off. You should either give her an oh shit or you should cut off her.
We don't need the oh shit, but here if she says oh
In the
shit.
middle.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Let's do that. The shorter is always better. What would we use an interview log to be like? We're cutting ourselves off.
Actually, cut it off after the word December, because that'll actually show that this is cut off. Like that.
Oh, actually, no. Hold on. This is going to be rephrased anyway. Hold on. Let's fiddle here.
I didn't.
Oh, someone else is editing. Because like I just pasted what is a Euclid, but it really should be you don't need to concern yourself with what a Euclid is. Yeah, someone else is already fiddling. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Oh, no, Euclid is not a trademark. It's trademark pending. I'll fiddle that.
No, but I thought the thing we were going for was when
in
she
this particular case, we're still working.
but then when
with
somebody
the,
else says it,
assumption
it's
that,
actually trademarked.
Like it files a trademark, and after a certain indeterminate amount, see, we still got to edit up the description a little bit. After some indeterminate amount of time, it switches from trademark pending to that word is a trademark of PepsiCo Incorporated filed in whatever day. So it's like, yeah. Well, it's because we haven't included, but I said it earlier that we're going to have to edit the description a little bit to
I
include
must
some
have
of
missed
these
that.
details that we're working out in the interview here.
Okay. Sorry, I missed part of
You
it
don't
while
need
I
to concern
was.
yourself with what is a trademark if it's going to file in
Total
7,
shadow.
A trademark December 6, Euclid trademark pending is trademark. Except we were going to end it early. I think we can end it right at Euclid, and then oh shit, maybe we could just stop right there.
Or just shit.
God, if there was some way we could get shit trademark pending. I don't think there is a way.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This might be like the end card syndrome, but I am getting the feeling that without an end card, it's like
I think it's punch, and then just let it go. Like I really, it is that natural inclination that I've seen every SCP writer have to be like, okay, now that we've finished our story, let's finish our story, right? Like we're gonna make sure and add an extra little tag at the end to be like, we need to be more careful about this because anything we say could end up being trademarked. Which, what does that do for the reader? Nothing really, that they haven't already understood and discovered. So, which is the key of being able to control your.
I like the way that. Right. I like the way that I remember what the number is, but it's my physics professor, Mr. Redacted, does it, where the moment someone actually says the name they're not supposed to, and the researcher gets roped into the anomalous effect, you've got this pause, and they're like paging the anti-memetics team for amnesty.
I feel like
that's just the end of the review.
Now, if I think we've fixed everything up, the trademarks are all proper. No, it'll do trademark. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see here. No, you know what? The date's wrong. Can't be the 16th. It does need to be the 17th. Someone, I think it was Ruhr, was switching the 16th. The final trademark was switched from 16 to 17. I think we actually do need to switch it from 16 to 17 because it wouldn't have been what happened before. This needs to be at some point. The anomaly needs to have learned of the phrase SCP and their number, and that then repeated it for that to work. So it like implies that there more shit went down. Like it. Even when they ended the interview, something else has occurred as well. That's just what the little tag at the end. SCP Pepsi is a trademark of PepsiCo Incorporated, filed in November 17th, 2019, means something else happened.
Oh god.
No. I think having it all happen on the same day is
a few
fine.
days before the 17th.
This is one of those times where, like, I always say, you control the. I say it over and over and over again. You control the context of your article. So in this particular case, this is written on the 17th, so it's incomplete information. Like, they're going to have to make more edits before the end of the day. Is the sort of the idea here.
And edit the description. Should we take the words that were said in the interview log and other words and add a trademark tag to them, or wait until the interview log? We go up and edit the again. Like, say it says "is" somewhere. Do we then add "is" as a trademark of whatever tag to that?
Yeah, because we're not replicating what
just
she
wait
has
until the
said.
Interview log.
And and including the image with the advertisement
like,
explicitly promoting a Pepsi product allows for the entirety of this SCP article to be under the final trademark declaration.
Oh, just thinking if we could trademark pending up there, since that was something that she said, then for consistency's sake, shouldn't we have other things that she said be followed by a notice?
She understood and recommunicated Euclid in this context. The context is important. So is in just a generalized context being repeated. We're not repeating something she said. We're just repeating a word from somebody else, for example. But in this particular case, the person
is what she identifies as.
Yeah.
So to speak.
So once she internalized Euclid, and the person who is writing this is someone who actually communicated with her, or maybe it's Dr. What's-Her-Face, it's Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is the one who's writing this document, this like sort of introductory document, and she has been infected by this problem. But it doesn't matter with words like is, the basics of English, because she picked those words up from elsewhere. Now, Euclid did exist elsewhere as well, but now that it's been internalized by the anomaly, that has changed the meaning of it in a way that gives it a trademark pending sense.
The reader.
Should we remove that? You know what? This is no longer necessary.
It's not really necessary to the story at this point.
Yeah. It was fun to start with, but you know what? Let's solve that problem just by getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Simplify. Simplify.
If I describe it and I'm having trouble, like as I was describing it, I was like, I really don't know that I'm communicating this very well. Then I don't think the article is communicating it very well, which means we need to fix it. Individual words of any communication followed by, yeah. So the description still needs to be edited a little bit. For example, the exact terminology, let's see here, is different now.
No, I think that's kind of bugging me, but it's probably just because I missed the earlier part of the conversation. Why aren't we just writing Dr. Pepper as opposed to Dr. Amelia Pepper?
It's too on the nose. Like it's way too silly.
Dr. Just write
Are you saying
Dr.
that because you don't know that
borders
Dr. Pepper is a drink?
on,
Maybe because from where you're at, it's not a common drink there.
too hokey.
It straight up does not exist here, but I am aware that a Dr. Pepper drink exists.
Okay. In America, at the very least, it would be immediately recognized. It would not be like, it would be so, and people would look at it and be like, this is a silly name.
I feel kind of bad for all the people that are doctors that happen to have the name Pepper. Like,
right? Yeah.
People probably don't take them very seriously. Like, when I was like first trying to learn about like American cultures and foods and stuff, for reasons, I heard that some people like warm up Dr. Pepper on the holidays. Is that a thing that you do? Like
do what?
Warm Dr. Pepper.
No.
Dr. Pepper is my
first of all, I don't
favorite
drink soda at all.
No.
I've heard some people drink warm Dr. Pepper on the holidays, but it's mainly region, I think.
You know what I've realized here, though? I don't think there's enough context to make her last name being Pepsi work.
You mean Pepper or Pepsi?
Her last name being Pepsi, I don't think it works anymore.
Should we have a line, an exchange in the interview where someone asks, was Pepsi your original last name?
No. That would make
no,
it
it was a
longer
trademark,
and more
whatever.
Complex, or we could just change your name to something that's not Pepsi. I think there's enough in-jokes and funny to this. In fact, especially with her name being Dr. Miranda Pepsi and the doctor being Dr. Amelia Pepper, I feel like we're doubling up on that joke anyway.
Yeah. Miranda is also a soda brand here.
Yeah, something. It doesn't matter what else.
Should we change her name to something else?
Phillips? Sure, whatever.
Phillips, got it.
Oh. I like the idea of it still starting with the same p sound to have it be a pun on the Devil Wears Prada thing we were talking about.
Not a lot of names.
Miranda is also a soda brand, I'm not sure if it exists over in America, but it exists here.
I think we're hold on. I think we're both trying it at the same time. How about Paris?
I like Paris. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are, and non-ladies and gentlemen, we are in the last 5 minutes of shift 2, and I think we have hit the end game here. I think we should discuss very quickly the wrapping up the who's going to handle the custodial duties here.
I mean, you're going to post it, right?
Yeah. I'll stock up for like a day or two. We will like Google Doc and Discord any final things we want to do.
I mean, now dump this into a sandbox. Dump it into a collaboration. Yeah, dump it into a collab sandbox, and then you know, you get critique and you do whatever you want to with it. Like, just keep in mind who your co-authors are and post it when it's finished.
Indeed, I will go through the videos of this. Right now, I have help me get the names right. I have Sumerian. I have myself. I have Kaiman Chameleon here for a while.
I don't think he contributed any writing.
He really didn't, but he was here and he fell.
He was. Hold on. When you say it like that, he really didn't, but he was here. That makes it sound even worse, to be honest with you.
His meme fall was epic. He's here for us.
That was pretty good. All right.
Do you have a wiki name? Stephen Grimes, do you have a wiki name?
What? Oh. Yeah, I'm
cool.
So we got Mini Meats, Rura,
I put it in
Pressa
chat.
Bunsen, Rura Scarlet, Dr. Sumerian. I think that's your list. Hold on, let me double check. You writing it in the document at the top or something?
I've got it in a note separate with the ideas. Uranium Empire, Many Meats, Rua Scarlet, Press Bunsen, Kaiman Chameleon, B. Sherm, Sumerian. Jordan Hargrove is.
I think Clef contributed at least. Clef contributed actual writing, so yeah.
Clef at least
Clef
showed
threw
up
in.
long enough to get a name.
No, well, I mean, fuck. If you're going to include Kaiman Chameleon, you can include Clef, but Clef actually included contributed actual words that we copy pasted. Remember?
Ideas that we used, yes.
Yeah, but no, there was a part that we copy pasted from chat into the document, so there's actual text. So I've got Rura Scarlet, Dr. Sumerian, The Sherm, Uranian Empire, Dr. Clef. Who else? Oh, Press Bunsen.
Many Meats.
And Mini Meats.
All right.
Is Mini Meats a pun on Mini Wheat?
I hope so. I really hope so. But
I put it at the top of the document. Everyone's name might not be correct. If anyone wants to double check and get their names correct, like, I don't know.
I think everyone's.
Hold on, let me get my name as the actual.
Everybody who was on the document actually has access to fix their name, so that's good news.
Yeah.
We have 1 minute left, so before this YouTube stream quits, I'm going to say, hey guys, we, as of this point in the stream, are currently at $45,539 raised of the legal fund. Thank you to Jared Ferreria, Anonymous, Holy Crusader, and Anonymous for your last 12 minutes of donations. And we almost completed an SCP in 4 hours of streaming.
Honestly, we could have done better.
We could have done better, but Clef said that we were funny, and I'm here for it.
My record is 45 minutes, and if we can't do better than that, we failed.
No! Okay, well, 45 minutes.
If Clef says we're funny, that's good for me.